And we're back with Arknights Endfield Contingency Contract. And this is some kind of second half of the Contingency Contract since we have an additional debuff that we can choose. Because if they didn't, then my highest last time was only 35. But anyway, I do enjoy this type of content where we get to choose our own difficulty. And in a way, it makes other teams doable on certain debuffs, if you ever seen like results of other players, they share their results. They're very, very good. Someone has done solo run with a risk 30 and even higher. Some even chose the no dodge debuff and they made you with the jumping. Jumping to be able to dodge an attack is very hard. It has a different timing than actual dodging. But yeah, I can't really do what they can do. Most of the debuffs that I have, it's not really that hard. It's more of a casual debuffs that I got that reach 41. The toughest debuff that I actually have is probably the combo skill adding some sort of frost attack there, and that was a perfect timing. And the only way I can defrost my unit is to use nature element like Angelina or Gilberta, yeah. Or there's also Saihi's ultimate. And if you haven't played much of this stage, then it's possible that this boss is the first obstacle, or I guess it's not a boss, it's more of an elite mob. It has a possibility of one-shotting us depending on the debuff that you choose. Now for the neat part, in my opinion, because if you only have risk 34 or below, you'll have the original music that they played when we're choosing the buffs. But if you did risk 35 and above, you'll have the remix music of it. Also, these mobs are part of the new debuff. They added a different mob here that very hard to crowd control. The remix is not bad. Oh, that almost took half of my HP. I also took a debuff where if I heal myself, the enemy will also be healed. So that's why I'm only using it right now. It shouldn't be a problem if the enemy heals because they're 108% HP anyway. That bolt type mob almost hit me. But my priority is the Scorpion since it has a range attack. And I'm gonna ult right away against this boss or elite mob because it might get harder to ult later on. And I usually use Tang Tang and Gilberta around 50% of the ult. Okay, I think I'm just playing safe at this point. There is still a decent amount of time, so I don't need to like be greedy and just attack while it's attacking as well. And I didn't realize I already have 3 stacks of that frost. Oh wait, is she winking? It's kind of perfect end for it. I think it took me an hour or two to just to finish this. But I had fun. You know, it's a good end game mode where you choose our debuffs. And you know what? We only need risk 20 at most. Going higher than that is just for either challenge or for fun. Anyway, here are the debuffs that I chose. And personally with the team that I have, I do think this is far better than increasing the enemy's HP. And this one makes us a glass cannon, which should be fine. And for the timer, I can only do the second one, but typically I put this at first one. Now this one's also fine. And then an additional glass cannon. Now for this one I can only reduce the stamina. It's extremely hard to just have the dodge disabled. And I don't really need heal since I have Shaihi. And this is why I minimize Yvonne's ult since her ultimate is the one dealing the damage. Then there was an enemy movement speed buff. Now this one's fine since I don't stack infliction much. This one's fine as long as I do the last hit of the basic attack. Now this is the debuff where if I heal, the enemy will also heal. And I think this is better for my team since skill cooldown is reduced. Skill damage is reduced if we choose either or anyway. And I'm thinking this is for other team. And for this one, it's imperative to use Yvonne because her ult will be cancelled if she's not the controlled unit. Oh, and this is the ground damage that the enemy drops. And this is the frost stacks that we get when we do combo skill. And for this one, as long as we dodge specific attack of enemies, we're good. If we fail, then we get frozen, and this is how we can like unfroze ourselves with specific element. But there's no frost in here, so I can only use nature. And this is the one that adds a different type of mob on stage 3 and 4. And here's the build use. Still haven't fully maxed it yet. Oh, and we do have a dupe because I got the dupe on a different banner. But Yvonne's the only one with the dupe, other than Shaihi of course. And all other units are less invested. Yeah, especially the gear of Tang Tang because I still need to optimize my base.
here awake. I offer today's dialogue and contemplation.
And I'm not really sure what's the best weapon for her, but it's what I have for now. And we have the same Eternal Shiranite, even though it won't stack with Gilberta. But it's just the easiest accessible gear that I have. So yeah, max potential. And that's about it.